Hey, sorry, wasn't quite ready. What's going on? Welcome, watch folks. I guess the rancher might not be around. I usually get a response from him. I didn't even get a response, so he must be rather busy, probably in the courthouse or something. So, rancher, if you're listening, good luck, buddy. Good luck at work today. Hope you beat those goons that you're always up against, because that's truly what they are up there, man. You're always up against the goons. So, how's everybody doing? Try to get myself a little situated here. We've been having some really good watch talk as of late with the rancher, haven't we? Oops, there goes my papers. And yeah, we've been having some really good watch talk with the rancher lately, haven't we? I've been enjoying his company on the channel in lieu of my other watch pal, Bud the Stud. He's very busy at the moment, unable to attend any of our watch talks, but we'll get back there. You know what the good thing about that is we'll have plenty to talk about since he's been gone so long. But if you did miss the last video where Bud was on here, you want to go back and watch it. We always have good convo. The last one especially. You'll see his latest AP. He sported a watch he had just gotten like 3 days before the show. He bought an AP chronograph. I'm trying to remember. Was that a stainless steel watch? That AP chronograph that Bud got? Was that stainless steel? Or was it white gold or platinum? I think it was steel, wasn't it? You know, I'm going to give you guys a bit of medical advice, because if it saves one person's life, I guess one of my pals, it's worth it, right? I've lost a lot of friends this year. In the last year, I've lost a lot of people. My buddy Rich, my buddy Kevin, my buddy Harry, my little cousin Mark. I've lost 4 people in the last 18 months, I think. Last 2 years, maybe. So, man, yeah, they gave me this little pill called Crestor. It's a thinner for your blood, for cholesterol. And man, as soon as I took that thing, you don't get any more plaque in your teeth. No more stuff in your teeth. And what I realized was that it's if you have somewhat heavy plaque or tartar buildup, maybe it doesn't need to be heavy. I mean, just even any, you might want to consider going and getting checked out, man, because as soon as I started taking that pill, it's like you don't even need to brush your teeth, man. Your teeth stay clean all the time. It's kind of crazy. So it's an indication of something. So take that for the grain of salt. Let's see. I'm going to pull up some European watch company today, since last time we pulled up that other company, and probably give European watch company some time to post some new stuff, right? Since we didn't look at them the last time. Let's see. I put in a new browser here, so now I got to search for everything again. And let's pull that up here. I wish they had a night mode. If anybody from European watch company is watching, it'd be nice to have a dark mode screen on here, as opposed to this white screen. So I'm sorry, prepare for the bright white screen right now. You're going to get a bright white screen right now. There it is. I don't see any settings for changing that here. So if you put your email in that little spot that I just disappeared, you'll get, you don't get spammed. They don't spam you. You get a legit email that says new arrivals every time. You want that email. It's a great email. It comes just like this into your folder, exactly like it's showing right now. Oh, and look, they fixed it. Remember? Hey, we were just on here the last time we were just on here, and these were still climbing over each other. These listings were still climbing over each other. You couldn't read them, remember? Even the very last time we were on here, it was like that. So they literally just fixed this. I am using the same browser, Chrome, Google Chrome, this piece of junk. Somehow my browser disappeared on me, and it was a new browser showed up with a new color. I lost my old browser with all my bookmarks. But more crazy than that is that my crypto wallets extensions, they disappeared. My MetaMask and my Phantom wallet, they just disappeared. And I'm like, holy crap. Are you kidding me? You know, I panicked because I got like 30, 40 grand locked up in those two accounts. And I saw no other way but to restore the wallets. So I ended up restoring them with the recovery phrase. And now I got them in here in the new browser. But where the freaking old browser go with those wallets beats the hell out of me, you know. If you establish a crypto wallet, I strongly suggest before you fund it, you destroy the wallet and then recover it with your secret recovery phrases and then fund it. That way, you know, you've recovered it one time, you know how to recover it, and you know the recovery works. I had to recover 2 wallets without ever recovering them before. And I got to tell you, it's, you're sweating it, because until it says success, you don't know if you've lost your money. So okay, let's see here. And if you just joined us, we are just about to start talking about watches. So I just pulled this up on the screen. And what else do I got to say before we talk about this? Man, you know, if you've got no physical ailments, and if you're crying because your wife left you or something like this, you know, wake up and smell the coffee, man. It's a sunny day. You know, just be thankful you have no physical ailments, man. This watch looks amazing. What is this? I like this IWC. Man, I gained 20 pounds. I look terrible. Now I'm on a diet starting today to try to lose 20 pounds. I just started walking last Wednesday. So I've been walking for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I've been walking for 6 days. Came off a stint of 3 weeks no walking, man. This is a beautiful watch. I take it this isn't an ETA movement or a whatever they usually build on. Okay, this open case back is pretty magnificent. I glad I pulled this one up. This is a good first watch. We usually aren't very keen on IWC, although you guys know that I do want the ETA-based Cousteau watch that they make, because I love that watch. I love that dial. So I do see myself getting that Cousteau watch one day, even though it's ETA based. You remember if you've been watching me when I bought my Doxa watch, it was between the Doxa and that Jacques Cousteau watch. And I went with the Doxa. Which I started a little Doxa craze on YouTube, didn't I? When I bought that Doxa, everybody started buying Doxas. That was kind of fun. And that was a good buy too, because Doxa made a lot of changes to their company and product line very shortly thereafter my purchase. And the watches are no longer limited and numbered like mine is. And they even made slight changes to the watches. So I feel like, man, I've got such a great Doxa watch. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can't pull it out. So once again, RichBuddy avoids a 3-level back fusion, 3-level spinal fusion avoided. Man, normal person would have got that probably scheduled right away. I had some nerve scraping scheduled, but they didn't call me back but one time. They didn't call me back again to schedule, and I just said, fuck it. I'm going to just go through this course of steroids for a month and see if I can't walk again with some rest and some drugs. And lo and behold, it took 3 weeks. But I'm so glad I didn't go to the table, man. I'm so glad. Even to get the nerve scrapings. Fuck, I didn't need it. I just needed to wait it out. My legs have been swelling really bad though every day from not moving. So the more I'm moving now, it seems like the less that's happening. It's fucking crazy. So here's the Doxa. Let's share that here for a second. There's the Doxa. Man, that's a beautiful watch. That's a great sports watch. You know what? One day, maybe one day soon, I'll get a better camera. I bought a $600 1080p camera with all these bells and whistles. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work with the Mac. The Mac's a special beast. I don't quite understand it. I'm a Microsoft guy. Plug and play, baby. Search for drivers. But when it comes to Mac, I don't fucking know what I'm doing, man. I love the orange hands. The orange hands are just great. I love this watch. Yeah, stamped steel. Sure. But it's a great watch. Yeah. This is the Doxa Sub 300. The C Rambler. That's right. And this is the only watch that has the decompression chart on the outside bezel. There's no other watchmaker that does that. It's got decompression table. I mean, this is a real diver's watch. My favorite feature on this bad boy is that bubble. Look at the bubble dome. It's so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that actually looks good right there with that lighting. It's perfect for that. You see how cool that bubble dome is? Isn't that cool? Really profound. You know what's funny is I've gotten more compliments on this watch than any other watch I've ever worn. I actually get lots of compliments on this watch. You know, I'm at the beach with the wife and the kids, and the other parents, make a comment on this watch. They never have said anything about any of my Rolexes or uh yeah, I love it. I like it enough to keep looking at it, I guess. Right? We like the watch. Don't forget to give this channel a thumbs up. It makes the other guys jealous when they see 10 thumbs up and only one thumbs down on this channel like there usually are. That means 90% of the people watching like the content, as opposed to just watching it out of creatures of habit because they hate themselves. So this is a 75th anniversary Portugueser. And it's got the good old 3912. Huh? With those Art Deco numerals, huh? Isn't that Art Deco style? I like it. I really enjoy this watch. What's that blue coming through? Is this a blue dial or a black dial? What the heck? I'm a bit confused on this. What am I bloody looking at? Oh, I see damage. Signs of a cheaply built watch. Look at the blue enamel or the blue paint or whatever the heck it is coming off all around the edges. What is that? Or is that just... That's definitely there. There's... unless that's something with the reflections. Interesting. You see that, all of that there on the edges there at 5 o'clock? That looks physically there. I don't think that's photo coming from any reflections or anything. What year is this thing? Boy, if that's... I'd love to just call and ask to find out, because it's good to know then, because if you are interested in one of these watches, you would know not to get it based on seeing this one. If that happened to this one, it's going to happen to yours. And it's only dated 2015. You know what? It says like new. That's got to be something with the oh, they don't let you click. Wait. Now I'm really curious because it says like new. Yeah, no, there's something wrong with it. You can see it here. You can see it there. How could they put like new? Huh. Maybe it is just from the photo reflections and there's nothing wrong with it. It'd be hard to believe something's wrong with that watch. It's only 6 years old. Anyway, I like the case back. That's really beautiful. How about this Moser? We like Moser here. I am a fan of Moser. I had an opportunity to get a Moser at a really good deal when Turno, the evil Turno, was discontinuing the line from their inventory. And they literally had them all listed at 55% plus off. But I'll admit, it was right when we were all discovering the Moser line. If it was now, it'd be a different story. But back then, they had a couple that I was interested in. Now, they really had one I was interested in. And I actually went back a second time to go look at it again and perhaps pull the trigger. I think I actually corresponded with Bill Sanders on it. And I think I sent him the info on the place too. He couldn't believe the deals they were giving on them, just dumping them. And but I went back in the moon. It was one of those Endeavor moons. It was gone. That was probably one of the first ones I got that was gotten rid of. One of 50. Whoa, this is number one. Check that out. Number 1 of 50. How cool is that? That's why they put so much money on this one, huh? $35,000. 1 of 50. And you can see the leap year indicator, like I was talking with Clive a couple of days ago. They really make this watch under the radar in that they put some of the grand complications on the backside as opposed to the front side where you would want to share them and show them off, even to yourself, right? But this watch undoubtedly is an under the radar watch, as the leap year indicator is on the backside, hidden by your wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very cool. It gives you a reason to take off your watch and then show off the underside to whoever you are sharing the watch with. Isn't that true? Normally, so you got no reason to take off your watch and show the backside, really, normally, but this watch gives you more so of a reason. When you think of it that way, it actually kind of makes it more fun, doesn't it? Does that turn you off or no regard for having the date and the month in line with the crown and the hands like that at 3 o'clock? Does that turn you off? And do you know why I ask? Because that's often a basic configuration in low-end watches, to have that configuration like that. What do you think? How does that make you feel? That's an interesting case, isn't it? What is that on the side there? I like that. Very cool. I wonder how much premium they're asking for the mint number because it's a number 1 versus if this was a number 30. What's the differential here? That would be most important to know. We're not going to go figure that out right now, but that'd be something you need to know if you're buying this watch. I think it'd be worth paying a couple of $1,000s more for a number one, maybe even more than a couple of $1,000s to get the number one. The number one, that's really cool, to be honest. That is really cool. Makes the dial well balanced. Oh, having the way it looks. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. Yeah, it does look well balanced. Yeah. And it's an easy read too. You know, when you're signing a document, you look at your watch and you're reading it in line, October 16, just like you would on a piece of paper. I do like that. I like this watch. Tis a lovely piece. Oh, you liked it? Amazing finishing, huh? Cool. All honesty, I've yet to see one in person. That's a brand I'll have to check out, but I don't think they'll get me in. But I'm open-minded. Wait, what happened to the watches we were looking at? Something flip on me here. New arrivals, incoming. Whoa, they just updated it. There's 2 more rows that just got updated while we were speaking. Cool. All right. And there's my email from them right now too. There you go. Let's see here. Omega, Dark Side of the Moon, Apollo 8 ceramic. I really like this one. But it doesn't seem like the pictures get large again. Okay, yeah, I really like this one. This one, they're mimicking the moon surface on the dial here. You see that with the ceramic? There's some depth in here. They've even got finishing down here, moon finishing down below. You see that? And I love that the all of the everything's applied. Look at that. Even the Speedmaster is applied. That's brilliant. The logo, the insignia, the Speedmaster, all of that's applied. I love that. You know that I'll never buy an Omega that has unapplied logos where it's painted. Not for me. It's too bad it's not a dot over 90 bezel, but on the plus side, it makes the dot over 90 bezels more rare when you do have them. So that's how I feel about that. The yellow contrast, especially on a chronograph, it's great. Makes it really legible. They were able to add all of the aesthetics of the moon surface without taking away from the legibility of reading and using the chronograph and time function by splattering it with the yellow, because you might be a little lost without that yellow there. But I think the yellow just, bam, just covers it, covers all bases. You know, it's a quite possible that I could add this to be my 4th Speedmaster, to make my ultimate Speedmaster collection, because I've got the vintage 68, 69 transitional that I've got papers for now that say April 1969. We've got you know what, as a matter of fact, that makes me kind of want to call it up. That makes me want to call it up. Give me a second here. I actually got it up on the screen. And there's my Instagram. And there's my Instagram. And what was I looking for? The Omega. I think I have the Omega up here with the, yeah, there we go. There's my bad boy. And April 17. Look at the date on that. Look at the date on look at the production date on this 1968 transitional Speedmaster. A real transitional Speedmaster, mind you, because, you know, ain't none of us ever seen one before. I'm the only one that's got one. And look at the production date on this bad boy. Tell me what is up with that date. What's significant about that date? Look at the date. April 17, 1969. Can somebody tell me what that date represents? Oh my God, I got so lucky with this watch. Man, do you know that date, this certificate probably adds thousands of dollars. Thousands of this watch is probably worth double any other watch like it because of that date. Man, we landed on the moon 2 days after that date. April 19, 1969. We landed on the moon 2 days after the production of this watch. Man, this is truly like a freaking moon watch right here, man. Somebody had this in their hands at Omega and was finishing this watch the same week that we were going on the moon, and they're wearing Omegas on the moon. Can you imagine can you imagine the amount of spirit that went into making my watch? Isn't that true though? There probably wasn't, you probably can't get a watch that had as much spirit put into it as this watch you're seeing on the screen, man. Wow. Produced 2 days. So they were in space while this watch was being finished. They had already launched, right? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they didn't land on the moon on the first or second day they were in space, right? I'm pretty sure they didn't. So I think it's safe to say that on April 17, they were already in space when this watch was in its final days of production. Man, hand applied, hand finished, and hand applied. This watch was hand finished and hand applied. It needed hand modifications to put in the Omega applied logo. Someone needed to use hand tools and manually saw off a peg and manually hand put in the manually instill the Omega applied logo on every single one of these bad boys, which are in which it's a very low production number. Very low production number. I think we were talking about it in my when I did something on this. I think we said it would be just a few thousand. When did I order my yeah, you'd like to add that too. I know, me too. When did you order the Snoopy? 2020. No, it was in when has that watch been out that long? When did that watch come out? Okay, no, wait. That watch came out in 2020, right? I think the unveiling of that watch happened in around in October. So I think I ordered it in October. I don't think it was spring. I think it was October. Because I remember on Instagram, it came out with the Snoopy on the top of his pet house, his dog house. And that was the first warning we were getting was on Instagram that Snoopy was coming. And I remember seeing that on Instagram. And then I called my AD to order it. So yeah, I want to say October. So I want to say I'm just over a year now. What's up, Decon? How you doing, man? Finally caught a show. Yeah, that's pretty sick. April 17, 1969. Man, that is sick. That is sick. And if you don't watch this guy's channel, Chris, he's got a great channel. And he also talks about Miss Cherno and how they treated him like crap. And there's a few videos of people out there who've been treated like crap at Cherno, including myself. So yeah, junk place to shop. There's my post about Cherno on Instagram, so you can go on there and read it. Yeah, follow me on my Instagram. I take some pretty good watch photos. I only post the really good ones. There's my 36 millimeter day date. I only post the really good watch photos. Man, I'm ready to there. Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Omega. Nice. Yeah, the case back on this one's great too. And over here, they put December 68 for the Apollo 8 when they went to the dark side of the moon. Yeah, this one's great. This was a great watch. You've got a lot of visible movement back here on the display. I mean, nothing's covered, nothing's hidden. It looks great. Dig it. I mean, you know, we all love Omega. It's cool that it's one of our top brands. I love it. $7,250 for a 36 millimeter Explorer. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? Is that reasonable? What did those used to go for back in the day? This is what I need Clivers on here for. Was that a $5,000 watch for a 36? What was there? $5,000 Rolexes? I never followed the price of the 36 Explorer. $24.5 for the Pepsi with the Jubilee bracelet. Wow. They still want damn near triple the price on that watch. Oh, what's the Batman's going for? 21,000. Wow. Hey Decon, have you been looking at anything lately? Have you picked anything up lately? This is a pretty watch. Look at this. I don't have a Vacheron yet. I mean, I'm far from getting the Trinity. I don't have a Vacheron. I don't have an AP. That's a nice dual time. You know, you gotta love it when it just has two clocks on there. I mean, it doesn't get any more simpler than that. You got two clocks on there. And the AM PM indicator for the second clock. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't. I love when they just do it like this. And what I mean by that is having a separate clock for the second time zone with a full hour and full minute hand, full display like it is here, and coupled with the 24-hour time indicator. You just got to love how that combination comes out. Fuck, it's the best. It really is the best. I mean, to me, it's the most common useful complication. Of all the complications that are out there in the world, I think the one that would be most used by the most common man would be the second time zone function. And nothing else. Just that. Just that. Maybe the chronograph function is more useful for everybody, but as far as a time function goes, I mean, telling time function, you know what I mean? Like world time versus dual time versus equation of time versus, yeah. And this would be a good Vacheron right here to make the one in the collection. A Harmony dual time. I like it. Boy, this one really caught my eye. Good one. Now the question I'm wondering is, what were they asking for this? I really would want to know, what are they asking for this? $26,500. Not bad. Not bad. It's already sold. Not bad. Man, I would do that. I would do that, bad boy. Man, I like this watch. Let's take a picture of that so we don't forget about it. We want to keep that in our memory. No, I don't think so, Decon. You're looking at a Shitters Inn and they're all sold out. Zin's cool. You've lost the love for Rolex, but glad you have them because they're valuable trade materials, so continue to transition your collection. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not? Exactly. I always say that the fact that the watches have maintained or increased in value gives us the opportunity to continue to enjoy our hobby by furthering it, by adding to it, by flipping it. The options are there, as opposed to if they all depreciated in value by 30-40% or 50%, you have less options as a hobbyist and as a collector. I mean, if you're filthy rich, then I guess it doesn't make a difference if you lose money. You'll just keep buying watches, no difference. And for many of us, that's the case, but definitely not the case for me. And Vlad says he has no desire to get an AP, but probably avoiding the Trinity and going the route of Chapek, Ferrier, etc. Yeah. If I happen to fall into getting the Trinity, then it happens. But I'm not going to force it upon myself. But like this watch on the screen, I would do this watch. For sure, I would do this watch. And AP, yeah, I'd love to get an AP. So I could have the Trinity one day. Good morning, Andy. We'll go for just a little bit longer. We'll go for just a little bit longer. Kind of fading out. It's like 5:25 in the morning here. Oh, man. Oh, look at the meteorite. Holy crap. $73,000? What the hey? Are you kidding me? Whoa. You could have had that watch for 45 grand all day long. Now it's 73,000. But I hope you're not watching this. Man, I think he sold that watch. Yeah, he sold his. Man, should have never sold that, bro. But I guess, I mean, you went into a platinum Daytona, so that went up just as much. Or did it? I don't think it went up 30,000. Maybe. Oh, this one here. Look at this. What is this? 73 grand? Look at this bad boy. Wow. Wow. I'm not sure about the color, but the watch is magnificent. Cool strap. Stainless steel. We always wanted the Principia to appeal to the most discerning watch collectors. It was therefore imperative that the movement was befitting of such a timepiece. The stainless steel bridges replicate the facades of the Dutch houses, termed bell gables, once again referencing the homeland of the horological brothers. The bridges are hand beveled, evincing a brilliant gleam, the centers delivering a sublime contrast with their microblasted surfaces and are adorned with relief engraving. The 1941 Principia is fitted with a very efficient 22-karat solid red gold monoblanc rotor. The eye-catching oscillating weight is extensively decorated by hand and rotates on a ceramic ball bearing, preventing wear and eliminating the need for lubrication. Each movement is finished and assembled by hand. To emphasize the manual labor, a gold plate engraved with your unique and individual number is applied to that movement. Wow. Let's look at that movement now that we understand it. Let's check it out. Wow. I'm a little bit taken back after reading that. That's brilliant. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Gotta love it. All right. Oh, here's another. Ooh, here's a new one. Look at this. I don't know why, but when I see this guy's watches, I think of Willy Wonka. These are Willy Wonka watches. They look like lollipops and they just look, yeah. I always think of, I just caught that right now. I always think of Willy Wonka. Man, the finishing on this guy's stuff is just insane. You can see it. Man. Wow. These are one of ones. Wow. That is remarkable. Truly magnificent. Real work of art. Man, that thing just gleams and shines. You know what I'm saying? You turn this thing over, it's just going to shine like the sun. Wow. That's got to look absolutely brilliant in the light. Wow, that is just so crazy. The finishing, the color, how it comes out. That subdial is remarkable in depth. Jeez Louise. $130,000. What is this saying? Features a new and innovative way of telling time. The outer chapter ring with minute track rotates around the dial, keeping the hands in a relative position throughout the day. For example, at the top of the hour, the hands are always overlapped. And at 1/2 past, the hands are always directly across. The fuck do they mean? What the? Whoa, wait a minute. What is this? What are they saying? How do you tell the time of this thing? So it's 10:15. It's 10:15. So that your eyes don't have to search for the time on the dial. You're always looking at the north of the dial for the time. So is he saying that? Man, that's confusing. Yeah, that is exactly the way it's working. So at 1/2 past the hour, the hands are always directly across from each other. So see, in this scenario, that minute hand will go all the way down to where it says 30. So the hands will be straight across from each other. They're always straight across from each other at the 30 mark. You see that? And what's going to happen is that minute hand is not going to reach that far down into the dial. That 30 is going to rotate counterclockwise up past the 3, and I'll bet you that it's going to be at the 3 when it's 10:30. and it doesn't get ever past, the minute hand never goes south into the southern hemisphere of the watch. Does that make sense? That's what I think. I don't think the minute hand ever goes in the southern hemisphere. Same with the hour hand. I don't think it ever goes into the southern hemisphere of the watch. Oh, wait, it said only the outer ring rotates. So maybe the hour hand does move all around. Well, that's interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I think I've looked at enough watches. Time to go for a lay down. Thank you for watching. Please give a thumbs up on the way out of the theater. Thank you guys. Have a blessed day. Be good. Thanks for tuning in.